it was so interesting the way Steinglass began, because he seemed to be beginning in a purely reactive, and I mean this in a good way, reactive posture from what was just said. Like it didn't look like this was written. It looked like this is I'm going to work off everything you just heard. And his first hour and a half was like direct response.
Was rebuttal. It was very odd. I would not have it was rebuttal then summation. Because of that, I thought it seemed defensive and a little disjointed. No. And I would have
Oh, I liked it. I really liked it. That's so interesting, because I thought, man, that just starts off like a rocket, because you know the defenses left me here, and you just come back in with bang, 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 knocking them down just like that, and it was very easy to listen to. It was very user friendly.
Well, he's user-friendly. He is so fluid. But didn't you feel though, like about an hour in, I thought he got much better. Like I thought he became much more just into his words.
He got more relaxed, and that's where the little joke sort of things would start to happen. But man, I can just imagine his high school teachers just reading the 75th page of his book report, going, this kid.
I don't think that's what he does normally. No. I don't think
he's not that person. This is a team effort.
I think it's because it's this case. I mean, he is known there for just being phenomenal in the courtroom, and that he would not be sort of over trying it.
Yeah. And I think it's an enormous amount of evidence. I mean, they're putting it all together, and I remember all of those charts with the timeline, just when you ferret out all of the well-placed phone calls, emails, text messages, you see this massive amount of evidence. It's going to go long.
Did you hear my point about the charts? So if you looked at their demonstratives in the lower right corner, they were at like 420 in their slides at one point. Now, they got to take some of them out. But the fact that there are...
it might be like Todd's 70. Can you believe Todd went back and said there were 70 calls between
and said it
Cohen
again.
And Costello.
Even after that got contradicted by his first.
I was like, dude,
well, they were
stop with the 70.
Yeah.
They're partially double counted, but they're like double counted in the way that if you animate something and something moves, right? So like each new data point is a separate slide, but still 420 of them in a summation. That's a whole
But the whole like numerology of all this kind of shows the difference of styles. You have the 10-pointed list of Todd Blanche.
I think that was the best thing he did, actually, was the 10 points, because at least the jury is going to be like, okay, I want answers for all of that, and it puts the burden on the prosecution to be like, okay, I have to make sure I deal with that.
But his slides were so disconnected from his presentation. It was like two separate groups of people prepared them, right?
Totally. You definitely felt like somebody else was like, and here are your 10 points.
Right, and here are your slides, and he just kept iterating and revising.
The 10 were 4. I mean, I was just like...
And he chose it because it was a round number, whereas everything that Steinglass chose felt like the messy reality, which is why it was so messy.
I thought the best part of his summation was when he said, let me tell you why he's not a rogue. And he sort of argued. And it was like, here are all the arguments.
I love that imagined 49 seconds. It was really
such
cool.
a great way to do it.
It was a great
You knew that he had to think of some way, and I just thought he'd count 93 seconds.
Right.
This was just such a lovely way to do it, and it was so much shorter. That's the thing. I was like, okay, that's great.
And his personality in that performance moment, by the way, was very winning, and you know, a lot of people couldn't pull that off.
Did you hear his witness store line, Andrew? Because it made me think of you.
Yeah, that's like
because that's standard, but like I've never heard anybody use that line before. And then just go pick him up at the witness store.
That's like a
cliche line.
And it works. I thought one of the lines that I loved was on Cohen, and when he was arguing why he would have told Trump, he was like, on this whole idea of pushing Stormy Daniels' payment past the election, he goes, you think Michael Cohen would have the audacity to make that decision on his own? And in case it would and that would backfire.
Right.
He said, "You think that would be something that Michael Cohen would be able to do?"
Because Packard told you he couldn't buy lunch.
I mean, it was just such a great way of being like like you're just wondering, well, of course Donald Trump would have to be the person who said, see if you can put it off. Because like, first of all, Michael Cohen was like, just pay it.
Right.
Right? Like something so cheap, like you gotta pay the money. But it was just so good to think he would not have that audacity.
You know what else was good
and
about that?
just worked all the way through it.
Yeah.
The Cohen-Davidson call from October of 17, when he says he
Yeah.
was not even remotely a cooperator at this point,
Totally.
and he's telling
He's still saying
Davidson
the same thing.
every time we talk about it, he says, I hate that we did this, and I remind him, everyone you talk to about it tells you you had to do it. But
Right.
like the point is, like at that point in time,
Right.
he had no reason to manufacture that.
Right. It was just.
That was good.
That's where I really do think it was useful. I mean, I know it was long, and the general view is it was too long. I just don't, I think it's a different standard because of the problem of what the jury might want here. I mean, I just really do think that they are
Well,
worried
you're
about
an
that.
opera fan, so there's no such thing as too
Yeah,
long. for you,
no, that's,
right?
I hate Wagner. Right? Like, the way- I just think they're really worried about the jury holding them to a higher standard.
Right. And I
I
think
just
there was
think-
a.
And by the
You know?
way, they will be held to a higher standard.
Yes,
It's
but
implicitly
that is
part
why
of this.
Todd said that. That
Yeah.
is why Todd. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
good argument. I mean, it's a good thing to say, no matter what. I mean, it's improper, but it happens all the time.
Right.
In this case, in particular, you saw it with Judge Merchan saying, "I don't want to put you in jail." Right? I mean,
Yeah, and I completely agree with you that this prosecution would have met the burden with this evidence with any other non-privileged defendant. If this was
Right,
some other
exactly.
business case and the jury had no idea who this defendant was, I don't see an issue. I do think it's a weighty thing for this jury. They're going to feel the weight of that verdict, which is why, by the way, I thought that thing about you can't send them to prison. For me, and I hope we get to it and read it. I think we have it here somewhere. Yeah, I got it here. When he says the last line of the written curative instruction is, a prison sentence is not required for the charges in this case in the event of a guilty verdict. That's the worst news the defense could possibly allow that jury to know. You just lifted their burden. You just went, oh, okay. So we can find him guilty,
it just-
and he doesn't go to
Right.
prison.
So that particular part of the instruction is not normal.
No, I know.
That is like
I know. That final line.
But you understand that came from the prosecution.
know, and there
And
was
the
no-
defense didn't object.
But they could have
and
objected to the
should have.
final line.
They should have objected to that last
that
line.
final
But you
sentence?
could
Yeah.
see Merchan's going, no objection, I'm giving it. Like that was one word.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah.
okay, no objection, like I'm not waiting.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.